Hey Divas, welcome and welcome back. It's your girl Keisha here with another video. I hope everyone is doing well. On today's video, we're gonna see how I did for the first week of August. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then don't move. So Diva, if you're new here on this channel, we talk about sinking funds, cash stuffing, budgeting, saving challenges, every and anything that has to do with your money. So if you're into those sorts of things, then I would love for you to join the family and hit that subscribe button down below. And yeah, let's just get into it. So I'm gonna move my wallet off to the side for now because we don't need her right now. So this is my 90-day budget workbook because sometimes your finances change like the season. So this workbook, for those of you who are new, is good for 90 days. So started a new workbook in August, and this is her right here. Here she is. So this is the first week of August. If you didn't see me set this up, I'll be sure to link that down below. So what I did here is I budget in green. I like to use whole numbers in green, kind of give me a rough estimate on exactly what I anticipate spending. And then I come back and I put the actual expenses in red. So I've filled out just about everything here. I just need to wrap up one area here and include these. So let me go ahead and do that and I'll be back. Okay, so everything has been filled in. There were a few things that came out during this week that I wasn't planning on, so I'm just gonna show you real quick. My phone bill, I forgot that I did an auto setup for it to come out on the 1st. That was $389 I was not expecting to spend the first week. I also paid extra on my Capital One bill, which is good, but this month I was focusing on my Home Depot card. So if I had to go hard on any card, it would have been my Home Depot, not Capital One. Nonetheless, it came out. Wellness. So both of my sons play football, and my youngest son, his league needed a physical. And I knew that, just poor planning on my part, but nonetheless, I could not get in. I couldn't get an appointment with his normal pediatrician in time of the due date of the physical. So I had to go to like Wellstar Center, and they do same day. I had to spend $30 on that. And I also got like a water bottle. So I'll budget that kind of stuff under my wellness category. So those were 3 expenses I was not anticipating the first week. Everything else, so for my kids, I went over budget here. Well, I went over budget a few places. I went over budget in my eating. I went $21 over there. And my kids, I budgeted $400 for the month. And I spent $584. And that's because my daughter's soccer league doesn't start until September, but they were offering a special if we registered early, and that was like $190. So that in itself, I was not anticipating spending this month, but your girl loves the deal. So, and that was like $30 off. If it was like $5, $10, I'm like, no, but $30 is a good, decent chunk of change. So I went over budget there. Everything else was pretty much on track. So now, and you can see here, I track all my expenses. You might have seen me flipping back and forth just to get the numbers right. I just put red check marks because I want to make sure that I account for it on my budget breakdown. So I just put check marks next to it just to confirm that, I did account for those particular things. Okay. If you guys want me to go over the highlight method and what all this means, you can just leave a comment down below and I'll do a separate video on that. So this is what my week 1 looks like, and I'll just continue week 2, week 3, week 4. I have a lot of transactions. So when you get this book, if you get this book, it's 5 expense trackers. So if you don't have as many transactions, you can use 1 sheet per week just to make it easier and cleaner. But your girl has a lot going on, so I just keep it going. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is our weekly check-in, and I just absolutely love this sheet because I'm able to write down all my categories. So all the categories we just seen here in my expense tracker. I write them all here on this page, and then every week I just come in and write how much I've spent in that category to get my monthly total. And then that helps me see where my money is going, and it helps me for when I'm working on next month's budget. So I'm gonna go in, fill in some numbers, and then I'll be back. So for the first week of August, I spent $8,631.70. And if you subtract it from my income, that leaves me, so my income for the first week was $13,959.34 minus $8,631.70. So that leaves me with $5,327.64. And that's exactly what I have here, $5,300, $5,327.64. So we are right on the money. Okay, so that's how much I spent the first week. So this $5,327 is what I will be starting paycheck number 2 with. If you're new here, I get paid once a month, so I need to manage that throughout the month. You see, I've spent more than half of my paycheck in the first week of the month, so that's why it's important for me to be specific and be as detailed as possible so that I can manage my funds through the rest of the month. So now, last, let's just see what we have in our wallet, see if we have any rollovers, see what our cash is looking like. So I'm just gonna pull out my cash envelopes here. I have some loose cash, so we'll figure out where they belong. So this is where I keep my change, and this is, you know, because I use my cash during the week, and when they give me change back, I just put it in my change holder, and that's how I'm able to do my nickel challenge at the end of the month. This is my allowance I didn't spend, so I'm just gonna put it back in here. Okay, so I have this random $11 that was sitting in my wallet. We're gonna see where that goes at the end. So for groceries, let's just start with that. Now for this week in groceries, or this month, my budget for groceries is $600. So what I wanted to do is just withdraw the entire $600, keep it in my cash, and keep it in my wallet for the whole month, and just, you know, do it like that instead of me taking money out every week. And that's because sometimes I see good deals, and if I buy them and they're not necessarily on my grocery list, then I could go over budget, right? But if I have my entire monthly amount of grocery money, then if I see something, I could buy something and so forth. So I had $600 for the month, and I spent $137 this week. That means 600 minus 137. I should have $463 in here. Let's see what I have. I can already see I don't have $3 in here, so I'm gonna have put this one over here. Let me see what I have left. So I should have 463. So 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. That's 400. 420, 440, 460, 461, 462. So I'm short $1. I'm sure I could pick $1 up. So I'm not going to roll. I'm going to keep this in my wallet, obviously, for the rest of the month. And we'll just see how well I do throughout the rest of the week. So next is household. Household, I spent $31 and I budgeted $40. I put $40 in here. So let's see, I should have $9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. So this I am going to put to the side over here in my cash tray. And we'll see what we're going to do with it at the end. So I'm going to put this one to the side. For fun, I budgeted, I spent $258. Sorry if you guys hear the lawnmower. $258. I budgeted $300, but for the cash stuffing, I only took out $60 cash because I had to buy tickets and all of that stuff, and I know I was gonna use my card for that. So the cash I spent, so I don't have any more cash. Even though I was still within budget, I don't have any more cash in this envelope, so that's gone. Okay, next is dining out. Girl, I budgeted 60, I spent 81, so I'm technically in the hole with this one. Negative for that one. Beauty, I spent $88. Let's go back here and check something out real quick. So for beauty, I budgeted $250. I didn't get the style I would typically get for my daughter, which is box braids. That's $120. I got something else. And I didn't get a pedicure. So let's do some math. So 250 minus 88, I should have 162 in here. This 50 gonna mess me up. 20, 40, 60, 81, 150, 51, 52. Okay, that's what this $10 is from. Okay. This random 10 is supposed to be here because I'm supposed to have 162. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 150, 61, 62. That's perfect. So I'm going to also keep this 162 in because I need to get a pedicure. My husband needs a pedicure and we might have to pick up some things. So I'm going to roll this over. Miscellaneous, I budgeted $10 and your girl spent almost $50. And that's because I bought something for my mother-in-law and I just used this cash in addition to some my card. So that is done. Gas, I spent $89. I budgeted $100 because I knew we were going to be doing some activities before the kids went back to school. So I do have $10 left here. And coffee, girl, I budgeted $5. I spent almost $9. So your girl. So you may be thinking, if you're over budget and I don't have enough cash, like how do I spend the money I don't have? Well, I leave a buffer in my checking account for stuff like this. So if I'm spending money on things that I have the cash for, but I have to order it online, I have a buffer in my account to cover those expenses, and then I just have to repay myself back, all right? So when I'm going over, that's because I'm spending my buffer. I don't want to spend it. It's there in case, and I don't want to be living on a in case every single week, okay? I'm trying to use what I got, girl, use what I budgeted for. So let me put all this stuff to the side. Okay, so the last thing is this rollover. This is what we have left over from our variable expenses for the week. So it's 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So what I do with my leftover, I put it towards my savings challenges, and I am focusing on paying on my Home Depot card this month. So I'm going to put I'll put $15 towards my card because we know we're focused on paying this card off, girl. And I'm gonna put this $4 towards my savings challenges. This is a way where you can find extra money in your budget to do sinking funds and savings challenges just by saving a couple dollars from your grocery, your gas, coffee, all those stuff. It's not to say you can't have them, but if you have $1 or $2 left over, instead of just leaving it in your purse or just saying, hey, it's only $2 and just spending it on frivolous stuff, you can put it towards savings challenges, girl, because at the end they do add up. Okay, Diva, well, thank you so much for staying to the end. If you enjoyed what you saw, go ahead and give your girl a thumbs up. I would love to hear from you below if you want to see me go into detail on a few more things in my budget workbook. And be sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next upload. And like always, your girl will see you in the next one. Later.